welcome to Rev Sports. I'm Gargi Raut, and joining me today is Shomik Chakrabarti. Shubhayan Chakrabarti, who's joining us from the Gold Coast, the beautiful Australia. And Rohit Juglan will also join us soon. Today, we are talking about Rishabh Pant's return to Test cricket. Of course, we all remember the last time we all saw Rishabh Pant. He entered the stadium in a moon boot. We all thought he was, ruled out of the series. We had no idea that day itself he would walk out to bat at the Old Trafford. Shubhayan was right there when it all happened. I remember it very clearly. We were all wondering who was going to come out to bat next, and suddenly there's this commotion at the front of the press box. Everyone who had the first view to the dressing room, which was right below us, and we all saw that it was Rishabh Pant who was hobbling down the steps of the Old Trafford dressing room. It was one of the most surreal moments in a lot of people's lives. I think everyone watching, all of us covering as well. Usually, the press box, especially in English and Australian countries, in cities, is very, very calm, very quiet, very uptight and neutral. But this time around, everyone was in awe. Everyone was shocked at the fact that Rishabh Pant, with a broken metatarsal, was walking out to bat. He added 20 runs to his overnight score of 17 and played a very important cameo for India. After that, how many months has it been? Since July 30th, if I'm not wrong. That something at the end of July was the time when that happened, and since then he has been out of cricket, and finally he comes back for India A versus South Africa A. Shomik is having some difficulty here, but Shubayan, Rishabh Pant returning, this is going to be quite interesting to watch. Also, the fact that he's looking much fitter than before.
I'll give you a short story which not a lot of people know about Rishabh Pant and that injury. When he broke his metatarsal, the first scans were sent to Dr. Dinshaw Padiwala, the same man who treated Rishabh after his accident, who has been at the helm of Indian sports. Vinesh Fogart recently, Shreyas Iyer with his lower rib injury. So the first scan reports were sent to Dr. Padiwala, and he ordered Rishabh Pant that you can't go out to bat in this situation. That's impossible. You can't go out and bat because it was his front foot, if I remember correctly. So bowlers are going to target that. You will have added pressure on that front foot. No chance you are going to bat with this broken metatarsal. But Rishabh, being Rishabh, he said no. I will go out. After this match, we will evaluate what to do, what to not do. If it gets aggregate, I don't care. But in this situation, at this situation, my team needs me, and he denied. He refused to listen to Dr. Pardiwala and stepped out to bat there, and as you said, added a few runs for the Indian team, and added. Ultimately, that match was a draw. Ravindra Jadeja, Washington Sundar scoring centuries, but Rishabh Pant at that point walking out, I think that gave the team the belief that they required. In that situation, it was a very tight series. We did not know where this series is going. England perhaps winning it, but I think Rishabh Pant's act gave that belief to the Indian team. He was ruled out, but he did not care at that moment. He knew he would be ruled out as soon as he was hit, but he gave before going. Before leaving the squad, he at least contributed the team, and that's what Rishabh Pant is all about. He's all art. He's all heart and does not fear anything. So yeah, Rishabh Pant, for you now, he's fit, ready to go. We will see him in the South Africa main squad, in the against South Africa in the main squad as well. So behind the stumps, Rishabh is going to be back, and yeah, it's going to be fun watching him in whites again.
It absolutely will be fun. A lot of fans will be wanting to see his cartwheel celebrations. Uh, I remember, standing next to Sunil Gavaskar on that balcony of the Headingley Stadium, and in that second century that he hit in the back-to-back innings, uh, S- Sunil Gavaskar kept asking for that cartwheel celebration, but he didn't do it. He said, "I'll do it in the next match." But that's the
He was
belief of
advised not to do. He was advised not to do by the
yes.
medical team, because he was already under a lot of stress due to the wicket keeping in the previous game.
Of course. And Shomik, the last time we saw him as Shubhayan also told that story, that he refused to wear a cast till the end of the day, till the final day of that test match, knowing that if the team needs me, I will walk out there against, doctors' recommendations, against the doctors' words. This is the kind of resilience that we see from Rishabh Pant. We've seen him come back twice now. First after that near fatal, horrific car accident, and now after that horrible metatarsal fracture. But this time around, he's looking fitter than ever. He seems like, physically also, his physique looks much leaner than before. That's going to help him in wicket keeping as well.
Yeah, the biggest challenge is during the period of rehab, a player tends to put on weight. So to keep that in check, that is the biggest problem because you are not doing the normal workouts. So it is very, very important. And the turnaround time is not much. If you look at it, it was the end of August when he suffered that injury. And then September, I mean, the treatment was done. And only after that, he went into the rehab at the cricket
End
Center
of
of
July.
Excellence. Huh?
End of July.
No, no, no. End of August. Nah. August was the Old Trafford test, and from August to September ran the Old Trafford test. So end
No,
of
no, no.
August,
It was July because we all returned on the 7th of August.
you all return on the 7th of August.
Yes, it was
Okay,
27th July. I remember very, very vividly.
27th July. Okay, so July to August and September, 2 months he had, and during the time treatment and rehab, all that process. The biggest challenge is to keep your weight in check because you tend to grow weight. You tend to put on weight during that phase. See, when Rishabh Pant is fit, he walks in. He walks in and he has played. He has proved his match fitness by playing the game against England, South Africa, and he scored runs there in India is exciting chase. So from that point of view, he is fit. He is match fit. He walks. He is the designated vice captain. But it gives the Indian team management a happy problem to live with whether you play Dhruv Jurel also in that middle order because Rishabh Pant is a certainty. He is undroppable. He is an automatic pick. But the way Dhruv Jurel played against the West Indies, whether will they play Dhruv Jurel also along with Rishabh Pant? That is one big question that the team management needs to answer because Dhruv Jurel doesn't deserve to be dropped.
Shobhan, lots of questions here, but before we go back to the comment section, let's talk about the World Cup win because it's only been a few days, not a few days, only one day since that has happened. Today, this afternoon from 6 p.m., the team will meet Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Delhi. They came here last evening and quite a mellow celebration. I was expecting the kind of celebrations that we've seen for Manu Bhakar, that we've seen for Vinesh Fogart at the Delhi airport. I've been a part of many arrivals there. So I thought it was going to be a huge affair, especially with the volume of media that was waiting there for just a look of the trophy, a look of the captain. But unfortunately, a very, very mellow, uh, you know, uh, arrival into Delhi. Nothing really happened. They got on the bus and left. We saw a little bit of a glimpse of Harmanpreet Kaur. She was sitting at the back. Most of the staff had taken the window seats, and at the front we saw Radha Yadav and Richa Ghosh. Nothing apart from that. Why do you think that happened? I was expecting, like Virat Kohli sat in that when he came to Bangalore. Let's not talk about what happened after that. But when he came to Bangalore in that bus, he was sitting with that trophy in the front, so everyone could get a good view. I thought something like that would happen, but must be tired or overwhelmed. What do you think?
I'm pretty sure they would not have slept the night before. I'm pretty sure about that. So and a lot of them, a couple of them, Smriti and Harman, got tattoos also. So it must be busy nights, busy evenings, late nights for them. Getting that tattoo done, being with the family, soaking in all the pressure, all the uh, p- emotions. It's overwhelming, and if you achieve something after a long wait, now you tend to over celebrate also. So and they deserve to over celebrate and keep on celebrating till the next few weeks, at least till the next few months at least. So uh, it's bit new for them. They have never won the World Cup. They have never won a multi-nation major tournament. So for all of them, it's pretty new. Virat, he has seen a couple of World Cup trophy celebrations, how it happens, 2011, 2024. After that, when he won the IPL, of course, with the trophy thing, he knew what to do, what fans are looking forward to, what media is looking forward to. And sometimes, the back team also tends to push, okay, you can do something like this, you can do something like this. Players' minds at that time remains blank, what to do, what to not do. I'm pretty sure, maybe possibly after Asian Games medal, but most likely they have not seen anything like this in their career. So for them, it's pretty new, and I'll give the benefit of doubt to them. They had a great welcome when they at the hotel today, if I'm not wrong, and now they are when they are going to meet PM Modi, but they are going to celebrate with him also. So it's a special moment for them. Let's not say, "Arey, they did a bit of a mellow celebration." I'm pretty sure they are celebrating and enjoying every moment of the moment of it. Maybe it did not come across in front of the camera at that moment, but I'm pretty sure everyone wants to share that joy with everyone in the nation.
Oh, absolutely. I think people are still celebrating, people still talking about that win. Every other reel of mine still about the win, and so many montages and filmy, dramatic reels happening. But it's all lovely to watch. We've been waiting for this for a long, long time, and it's going to change women's cricket in India for
To all the
generations.
Instagram editors, keep the reels coming.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I think there are some with Rohit Sharma, when he was looking up at the sky, and then so many, dramatic reels. I love watching them. You really see the creativity of the internet come out, and I think, this is what I pay my internet bills for. This is exactly what I want to watch. But Shomik, a lot of people talking about Shubman Gill's inclusion for tomorrow's match. Do you see any reason why he should be dropped from the 11?
Absolutely no reason. He is the vice captain. People need to remember he is the vice captain. As I have also already told, in fact, during yesterday's show, that yes, at this moment in time, Shubman Gill is under absolutely no pressure. If he fails for 5, 6 games at a stretch, then there will be a bit of pressure given that Jessassi Jaiswal is waiting in the wings. A player of Jessassi Jaiswal's ability is waiting in the wings. But at this moment in time, and why? If he would have been dropped, he wouldn't have played. He would have returned and played the second multi-day match against South Africa A to get himself into the test group. He is there, he is playing, he is there, and whoever it is, whoever is begrudging Shubman Gill, rest assured he is there to stay. So don't worry. Don't worry about his selection. He is going to stay, and he is too good a player to fail in 5, 6 games at a stretch. End of story.
Shubhayan, at the risk of being called Shubman Gill PR, what are your thoughts about Shubman Gill's place in the team? Of course, we've heard it hundreds of times from this management about long rope, about clarity, giving players assurance and security. But, social media and toxicity will always say that Shubman Gill is only in the team because he's the vice captain.
No, no. I mean, vice captains in the past have also failed, and it's nothing like that. They did not have any one behind them pushing for their case in the 11. There have been cases in the past, but there are selectors put faith on some players to deliver because they see something in them. Uh, for example, Shamik, the UI, we are there present in every session, watching how this boy or the players go about their business. We know what their capability is. And when I was recording today's video as well, I said the same thing, that Shubman Gill is very similar to Virat Kohli. You don't see a very bad Shubman Gill net session. It's a rare occasion when he has an off day on the or at the nets, and it's all about going there and replicating what he's doing at the nets. And one has to remember Australia. Yes, in the recent past, we have seen plenty of runs being scored on Australian soil, but Australia is not an easy place to go and bat and score runs at will. What Abhishek Sharma is doing, it's a different case altogether. He's a freak. You won't have an Abhishek Sharma in every team. What Travis Head does, he's a freak. That's why he's Travis Head. That's why there's a bit of fear in the opposition eyes when they listen to the name or look at Travis Head bat. That's one of a kind. But Australia is not a easy place to bat, and it's the early part of the summer or the late winters, you can say, where pitches are fresh. It's the start of the cricket season, and there's a bit of spice on the pitches as well. So it's not an easy place to bat. So if someone is demanding a player to go out there and score runs at will, and it has been a low scoring T20I series so far. We have not seen 240, 250 being scored for fun. So if India is having trouble facing Josh Hazlewood, then Australia is also having trouble facing Jasprit Bumrah and Arshdeep Singh. Their top order, Travis had not scored a lot of runs in this series, but no one is talking about Travis Head dropping Travis Head. But he's now part of the Ashes squad, and he has been asked to relax before the Ashes, but no one is going for his spot. Yes, there are plenty of good openers in Australian ranks as well. Be it Sam Constance, other openers. There are plenty of openers doing good in Australian domestic cricket, but no one is saying drop Travis Head and bring in Sam Constance because he's the future of Australian batting unit. But for Shubman Gill, since IPL, fan wars, everything, I have no doubt, as every each and everyone who are watching the show would also agree, that Yashasvi Jaiswal is a supremely talented player, and he would get into any playing 11 in any of the side in the world. But touches Indian cricket's depth that people have to miss out. They have been missing out in the past as well. So, but for Shubman, it's about time that he also starts scoring runs in T20 format, because he has been given a decent rope. You can't put a player like Yashasvi Jaiswal on the bench just to give someone a longer rope. He's the vice captain. Selectors have trusted him. Team management has trusted him, and we showed a visual this morning also when Gambhir was having a stern chat with Shubman Gill. Shubman Gill had his arms behind his back and he was listening to him like a good student. So it's not like everything is rosy for Shubman Gill. No one is asking questions to him in the nets, and being knowing Gautam Gambhir, seeing Gautam Gambhir every day at the nets, he is a very intense character. If he likes a player, he will back him. But he will give him a stern message also. Either you perform or you will be thrown out of the team. You don't perform. Harshit Rana was poor with the ball in the last T20I he played. He was dropped, and Arshdeep Singh was brought in. So it's not like he will have his, okay, everyone has his preference, but he will have his preference. But with that, there will be a warning sign as well, that if you don't perform after a certain time, you will be out of the team. There's nobody is beyond criticism. So for Shubman also, it's about time, as Shamikda said, maybe he will get a run till the South Africa T20Is. But it's a bit tough on Shubman Gill also to switch format so frequently. So maybe the team management can look to have manage it better. But at this moment, he is your ODI captain, newly appointed ODI captain. He's your test captain. He will play both these formats. T20 is your preferred format with the T20 World Cup coming up. So till the South Africa T20 is, he has to be back among runs. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty tough for the selectors also, and the think tank also, to retain him for a longer run.
And
And
Gargi, one more thing, and
yeah, go
and
ahead.
Gargi, one more thing, I mean, social media. One of the biggest problems with social media is that amid all the hulla balu, perspective gets lost. Now, look at the previous game. Surya Kumar Yadav scored 25, right? Now, if you go by social media, Surya was a failure in that game. But Surya scored just 25 runs in 11 balls with a strike rate of 200 plus. That is T20 cricket. Benchmark for success in T20 cricket is different from the longer formats. It's not here. It's not about you have to score at an average of 50 or 40 plus. It is not about that you have to score centuries and half centuries. It is about impact. As regards Shubman Gill, it's not that he's batting poorly. He's batting well. I can recall a game. Maybe I'm forgetting the venue. He played a lovely shot on pole through the mid wicket region and went for a four. A few deliveries later, a similar shot he attempted and he was out caught. So it can happen when you are taking a high risk approach. You are, I mean, the probability theory says there would be equal chance of success and failures. It's not that Gill is batting badly. Once again, Shubhan is very right in saying don't judge anyone by Abhishek Sharma. He is a freak. When Indian team, during that period of the Beatles, Sachin, Rahul Dravid, Saurav and BBS Lakshman, the Beatles of Indian batting, nobody judged themselves at the scale of Virender Sehwag. Everyone knew Virender Sehwag was a freak. He is, he is one of a kind. He was one of a kind. What he could do, no one else could. So that is the thing. What Abhishek Sharma can do, others can't. That is Abhishek Sharma's game. And that's why Abhishek Sharma brings that X factor. So you have to put things in perspective. Unfortunately, these get lost in the social media cacophony.
Absolutely. Not everyone can bat like Abhishek Sharma or Yashasvi Jaiswal. And if you expect them to bat like that, then that's you can't have every player who bats the same way. That'll be stupid. But this we also had this a similar chat when Virat Kohli was not performing as well in T20Is a couple years ago. And there have been many games where his anchor like innings where he this is the which was the reason why he got criticized so much, because he plays slow, he anchors the innings in T20 as we don't need that anymore. T20 has evolved, so many people said that, but there have been multiple games where Virat Kohli's exact template saved you the match. So if you're expecting everyone to play with the same template, play with the same approach, that's going to lead you, you're basically circling the drain and you're going to go down one day or the other.
And Gargi, during that follow period of the so-called follow period of Virat Kohli, when he was taking time for his runs, he could hit a straight back six over long on against a fast bowler, Harris Grove. In that follow period, he could come up with a match-winning knock at the T20 World Cup final in
Exactly.
2024 to take away the Man of the Match award. So if
Exactly.
that is if that is poor batting, so be it.
And during that period, the team was not 7 out of 5 players were not your ultra aggressors. They were you had a KL
Exactly.
Rahul, you had a Rohit Sharma before 2023 that he's still finding his batting style in 20. It was a transitional moment for Indian cricket. Under Gautam Gambhir, this team is out of 7 people, 5 are ultra aggressors, and more often than not they will fail. And when they fail, you will suddenly find yourself 80 for 5, and that is where I said, Shubman had great opportunity in MCG, in Adelaide, in the last game in Hobart, where he could have stayed there, not play ultra aggressive cricket, not go for a strike rate of 150, 160, but steer the innings with a strike rate of 120, 125, and then pick up his pace whenever he gets a favorable matchup. So for him also, it is important to understand he's not trying to replicate Abhishek Sharma, but to complement him, he needs to be there. His job is to play long innings. His job, if Abhishek Sharma sustains till sixth over, Shubman can also go all out attack. He can also press the gas. But his main role, if Abhishek Sharma clicks, if a Surya Kumar Yadav clicks, if a Tilak Verma clicks, now Jitesh is also there in the 11. So Akshar is also there. So if 5 out of these 7 players click, Shubman's role is to play deep and just rotate the strike, keep the scoreboard ticking, let them attack rather than he himself attacking. So it's a complicated role. It's not like an Abhishek Sharma. You have the license to kill, go from the word go. Even you get out on zero, it's nothing. He has a lot riding on his name, and of course, on social media, if someone is popular on social media, he will have his critics also there.
And Gargi, excellent point made by Shubhayan in the sense that I, for one, feel Shubman is, if there is one, shortcoming in Shubman's game as far as white ball cricket is concerned, he is still trying to come to terms with the pulse of T20 cricket. As far as Test cricket is concerned, as far as 50 over cricket is concerned, he knows the pulse. He knows it. He knows that inside out. It is like, taking a duck to the water. But T20, it can happen with many players, with the great players even. Once again, Shehbag is an example. If you look at his success rate in white ball cricket via the red ball cricket, Shehbag to an extent was a bit let down in white ball cricket. It was very important. It is very important to catch the pulse. But at the end of the day, this
Rishabh
guy is
Pant,
26.
Rishabh Pant is an
Exactly,
example.
Rishabh Pant. Absolutely. So this guy is still 26 and a long way to go. He's a student of the game. I still remember Sunil Gavaskar's comment after he retired after scoring 10,000 state test runs. He said, I'm still a student of the game and I'm still learning. If Sunil Gavaskar, after scoring 10,000 test runs, can say, I'm still learning, this guy is still learning. Eventually, given his talent, given his IQ, he would come to terms with the pulse of the game. But as far as T20 opening is concerned, he is still a work in progress in terms of catching the pulse of that moment.
Absolutely. Shubhayan, tell us what's the build-up like in Carrara, if I'm not wrong, ahead of the third. It is. I
Fourth.
pronounced it right, right?
It's Gold Coast Stadium. It's not Carrara Stadium anymore. Carrara
Right.
was just a naming
No, but the
sponsor.
city is Carrara, no?
No. It's Gold Coast. It's Gold Coast. It's in Gold Coast
Okay.
only. It's just a
What's it like?
15-minute ride from Gold Coast is the city. But build up, I think it will be interesting because not a lot of international matches have been played here. Yes, there's Indian community here, pretty big one here. But it's mostly a tourist place where people from non-cricketing countries are based here. There are plenty of Aussies, Kiwis who stay here, possibly Bangladeshis, Pakistanis, Indians who will go to the stadium. Tickets are not sold out yet. They are expecting 22,000, but around 18 to 19,000 have been sold already. So you will see at least, if not a jam-packed crowd, but you will see most of the seats packed. But since it's not a cricketing city, it's not a Sydney, it's not a Melbourne, it's not an Adelaide or a Perth. It will take time for them also to catch up pace with cricket, and that is why Gold Coast Tourism is also promoting this game pretty heavily. You saw the press conference of Shane Watson that was promoted by organized by Experience Gold Coast. So people are asking the cricket lovers to come here, watch some games, and I'm pretty sure in the coming times you will see more and more BBL matches, international matches being played here. But it's still the start of Gold Coast as a cricketing city. It's still an AFL stadium. It's still an NRL stadium. They were talking that during AFL matches you don't have to wait till the match day for the tickets to be sold out. So it's a change in culture in this city also. But you will see plenty of Indian fans. People here, the Indian community here is pretty excited to go out there and see the Indian team play their first ever match in the stadium. The men's team, women's team have played here. They have played 320 T20Is and one women's test, if I'm not wrong.
How's the weather there like? Because Gold
Oh,
Coast
it's
is
hot.
very
It's
warm.
it's it's pretty hot. It's hot. You
Yeah.
need
Shubman
proper
is almost
sunscreen.
a short walk away from home. Gold Coast is closer to his home rather than the Australia mainland.
Yes, absolutely. But
Okay, let's
it's pretty fine. It's pretty fine. It's going to be perfect day for cricket. Hot, windy, and good weather to have cricket, especially in the evening.
lovely. Shomik, final question to you. Let's take Ashni's comment. Shomik, the ICT is not Gill's home team. Vice captains can be dropped. Others are not fools to perform. We don't want tuk players. Sanju as opener is better.
Okay, fine. Yes, he will be dropped if he doesn't perform. But give him the chance to perform. You don't judge a player of Shubman Gill's quality based on just 2 3 games. As Shubman said, after the South Africa series, his performances would be assessed. And I maintain he is too good a player to fail in 5, 6 games at a stretch. Yes, of course. If irrespective of vice captain, even the captain, if he doesn't perform in 5 matches on the spin, he would be under pressure, and his place in the side would be questioned. But he needs that. He needs that uh, leeway. He needs that leeway to perform. And we shouldn't talk about Shubman Gill. I mean, we can. Everyone is entitled to his or her opinion. But I mean, I think what you think or what I think absolutely doesn't matter. What the selectors think, that matters. So from that point of view, I think at least Shubhan very rightly said, at least until the South Africa T20Is, they will give Shubman the chance to bed in. If he doesn't perform, then they have options. They have a player like Jasassi Jaiswal's talent waiting in the wings. So don't worry about Indian cricket. If X doesn't play, Y will. So don't worry about it at all. By the way, Gargi,
I'll tell
before
you one story about Shubman Gill. Wait, there's a crazy fan. I met him here, Punjabi boy. I'm forgetting his name, but he stays here. He's in Gold Coast for the last 9 years. He has a huge tattoo of Shubman Gill in his on his ankle. Massive. Wait, I'll send you. Give me a second. I'll send you the photo so that you can show that to our viewers. I'll come back. Wait.
We'll take this super chat till then. Shanu Kamal is saying 7 games Asia Cup, 3 ODIs and 3T20Is in Australia, 13 games, 050. Who else can get 13 games? Will Bias, Gautam Gambhir even give white ball goat Virat Kohli 13 chances or to Rohit? Shamik, please take this away.
you know how many games Rohit was given as far as Test cricket was concerned? From 2013 to 2019, how many games Rohit Sharma was there? And if he were not Rohit Sharma, Indian cricket, the selectors and the team management wouldn't have allowed him the leeway. And the end result, you have to look at the quality of batsmanship. Cricket is not just about the numbers. Unfortunately for you, cricket is not just about A plus B whole square equals to a plus 2ab plus this a square plus 2ab plus this square. It is not like that. So it is about the quality of batsmanship. Yeah, as far as Test cricket was concerned, Rohit Sharma was back because everybody knew he had the game to eventually come up successful, and that decision was vindicated. We will still don't know whether the faith in Shubman Gill would be vindicated. But we all know about the quality of batsmanship across formats that Shubman Gill offers. So in that case, and this is the reason why he is entitled to have a longer rope and extended leeway. Simple.
All right, I have the pictures.
Gagi, I've sent
This
you
is
the
what.
photo. So this guy, Mandy, his name is Mandy, the guy in the middle. So he went to the nearest beach closest to the team hotel, and somehow found Shubman Gill and Abhishek Sharma chilling there. He has a huge tattoo on his ankle area, calf beneath the calf, and this area. And he made this tattoo in 2022 after watching him play in the Gaba test. So from there, he showed the tattoo to Shubman Gill. Shubman Gill hugged him, they spent a few minutes there talking about life and other things. So they have quite made a good friendship among themselves. So and I asked when Shubman was signing a couple of autographs today. I asked him, "वो tattoo कैसा लगा?" And he was surprised that I know it. But he said बहुत अच्छा था, and he was praising this kid that he has given us privacy. He did not come too much, barge into too much. But you see certain fans. You talked about the atmosphere in Gold Coast. You will find such fans also here. So and this boy, he's not like Mandy. Is not like, okay, I want to flaunt it everywhere. He has just made it. He likes Shubman Gill, but that's it. So you will find some good cricket fans here in Gold Coast as well. So it's a good story to for such a young player to have such kind of fans.
Okay, on that note, we'll take your leave, of
But
course. Yeah.
Gargi, before you sign off, with your permission, I want to say goodbye with a funny football story. It's definitely on a lighter note, if you please allow me. because
Is it
there
about
is
the
a
Ronaldo statue?
no. There is a circus gate at Manchester United. You know, there is a circus gate at Manchester United. Samuel Luckhurst, he was earlier at Manchester Evening News and now he has joined Sun. He has come up with a news quoting a source from Manchester United that their manager Ruben Amorim and Diego Dallo are distant cousins. Their great grandfather was worked for a famed circus party. I don't know whether as a clown, because given the track record of both Dallo and Ruben Amorim, I'm not too sure in what capacity their great grandfather worked in that circus party, who came and settled from France to Portugal. And they are distant cousins, these two. So apart from this thing, apart from a circus gate, there is a clear case. I don't know. There is a, I mean, rather subdued, not clear, subdued case of nepotism. I now know why Dalo gets every game. He is undroppable. And why he is part of the leadership group at the expense of getting them.
He
So, on that note, we can say goodbye because there is a circus gate. What a club!
every
All
weekend,
right.
Saturday or Sunday, you'll see circus happening there.
What a club! My God.
Okay, so on that note, we'll take your leave. Thank you so much, Shubayan and Shomik, for joining. We'll be back tomorrow from Gold Coast. We will be covering the match, so don't forget to join us for the build up of the game. Thank you and keep watching.